Do you want to have an awesome dating life where you get the girls you want and have a great time? Then you need to avoid the mistakes you're about to learn right now. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. Now, here's what I want you to do. Listen very closely to the mistakes you're about to learn and drop a comment below. Let me know which one you're most guilty of making. That way, you can make the first step towards fixing it. Now, let's get into it.
No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24.
So I'll talk to some guys and I'll be like, all right, man, what's going on? Why aren't you having the success with girls that you want? And they'll be like, I don't know, Dave. You know, it's a numbers game. And bro, I hate to say it, but it's not really a numbers game. Like, you could drop me off in any city, in any country in the world. Give me 2 days, and I'll have an awesome girl on my shoulder. It's only a numbers game if you rely on luck. Throwing random shit against the wall when trying to improve your dating life, or just not approaching at all, that's the reactive approach. It's the loser's approach, because it's very unlikely that your soulmate is just gonna swoop down, meet you, fall for you, and live happily ever after with you. It just doesn't really happen. What you want to do instead, and this is what I've done, a lot of my students have done, is decide to take the more proactive approach. Say, hey, okay, this is the type of girl that I want, and I'm not gonna settle for less. This is how I'm gonna meet her. This is how I'm gonna build the necessary skills, the confidence, the communication skills I need to actually be able to talk to her. And by doing all this, I am now taking control of my dating life, and I'm not leaving it up to chance anymore. Because trust me, man, this is not something you want to leave up to chance. The type of women that you decide to date, that's one of the most important decisions of your life. You're gonna spend a lot of time with these women. They're gonna affect who you are as a man, your ambitions, all that kind of stuff. And if you don't have women that you really enjoy being around, and if you settle in that area, you're gonna have a very disappointing life.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry.
So I see a lot of guys going out there and trying the same approach over and over again, even if it doesn't work. And they'll either blame the girl for why it doesn't work, like, oh, she was just a bitch, or they just won't change anything at all. But if you want to know, like, one of the biggest keys to my success with women, it's been learning from my mistakes. It's been that self-reflection. And man, I've had some really embarrassing mistakes. Like, I've done some really dumb stuff. I'll try to make a video about it at some point, but I've always made it a point to try to objectively look at what happened, what I did wrong, and what I can do better. That way I don't keep making the same mistake over and over again, and I incrementally improve as I keep taking action. And that's one of the reasons why taking consistent action is so powerful in the first place. Not because it's a numbers game and you're gonna just keep banging your head against the wall doing the same shit, but because it gives you opportunities to learn and reflect and rapidly improve over time. And yeah, I know it can be hard to take that objective look at yourself and be honest, but you got to do it if you don't want to be another jamoke. And bro, if you're watching this video, I don't think you want to be another jamoke.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all.
But yeah, man, I think we've all had a time where we've fallen a little too hard for a girl. Like, you start hanging out with her, you start dating her, you're super excited about it. You tell your friends like, oh my God, Ayuki is so hot, she is so beautiful. You're showing people her Instagram, you just cannot get enough. Or hell, maybe it's not even a girl you dated, just a girl who gave you her contact info and you're super excited about it. But when it comes to dating, this is one of the first aspects of falling too hard for a girl. And when you start doing that, she can almost feel it. She can be like, man, this guy seems like he's a little bit too into me. And that's when the neediness alarm is gonna start ringing in her head and she's gonna start pulling away and you're as good as done, bro. See, it's really important to keep an even keel when it comes to dating, right? You don't wanna seem like Shaquille O'Neal hitting his first three-pointer. You wanna act like you've been there before. So to keep that even keel, there are a couple things you gotta realize. First, that it really is no soulmate, right? You meet this girl, she seems awesome, that's great, but there's thousands and thousands and millions even of other awesome girls out there that you can click and connect with. It's just a matter of meeting them. So if it doesn't work out with this girl, you gotta realize it's not the end of the world. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna meet another girl because you're building these skills that are gonna allow you to do that. And two, you gotta stop looking to other people for validation. Like, oh my God, I got this girl, she's so hot. Go check her out, guys. Here's her Instagram. Oh my God. Just chill out, bro. If you're using a girl to get outside validation from your friends, it's a recipe for disaster, because it might mean that either you don't really want her or you kind of have this ulterior motive the whole time you're with her and you're talking to her. But yeah, I'm hopping through the mall right now because my new and very expensive MacBook Pro, the screen started flickering and I can't figure out why. It's just driving me crazy when I'm trying to work. So I'm gonna see if we can get it fixed without giving me any more headaches. Bad news, guys, it's still not fixed.
She might feel the same. Get out there, get your shit together. Then you can say at least I've tried. With the first step, move on up, don't let it slip.
Success with girls is not gonna come while you're chilling in your comfort zone. You need to take a step out. A big mistake a lot of guys make is like waiting too long to approach, waiting too long to make a move. All this is part of the reason why so many guys get stuck in the friend zone. They're afraid to risk losing that little bit of companionship for the potential of actually hooking up with the girl they like, or getting that kiss, or bringing the girl home, so nothing ever happens. And you know if you're doing it too, man. Like that one girl in class that you're always eyeing down but never do anything. That one girl you always see on campus. That one cute girl at your work. You're just staying in your comfort zone because you don't want to risk messing anything up. And a lot of guys make excuses for why they don't leave their comfort zone. Like they'll see another guy and they'll be like, oh, you know what? He's just good looking. That's why he gets girls. I don't need to take any more action. It's not anything that I'm doing. It's just something that he was blessed with when he was born. But here's some real talk for you, man. Ain't no soulmate fairy gonna swoop down and get you laid. The only person who can do it is you. And that means you gotta take the risk. You gotta go for the kiss. You gotta try to make the move. You gotta ask that girl out and risk, hey, maybe she's not gonna like you. Maybe she's gonna say no. But it's always better to know than to wonder. You don't want to be that guy who's dropping me a message being like, yo Dave, this girl looked at me but I didn't say hi, like what should I do? Say hi in the moment. Leave no stone unturned. You're gonna be a lot happier as a result. You're gonna improve a lot more quickly, and you're gonna get a lot of opportunities that the average guy doesn't get. Because let's be honest, the average guy is comfort zone chilling, hardcore, and you ain't gonna do that, right?
We are the ones who know the answers, and they ain't never gonna hold us back. The sea is rising like it dances.
I'm out here on the next adventure of the day with my dad, Dave Perrotta, from the Comedy Factory. You guys know he's been in a video before. But we're going to get, I have to try my suit on because my sister is getting married next Saturday, so hopefully it fits. But yeah, that brings me to the next point, which is following society's standards. Now, a lot of guys do things because society tells them that that's what they should do. For example, marriage. There's nothing wrong with my sister getting married. I hope she's happy, right, Dad?
I hope she's happy.
Hope it's a great time.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully. But a lot of guys will get married too early. Like they'll be with a girl for 1 or 2 years, and something will go off in their head like, okay, I need to marry this girl because that's what I'm supposed to do, even if they don't necessarily want to do it kind of in like their heart of hearts. But doing what other people think you should be doing, that's not a recipe for success, bro. I mean, even take a non-dating example. Like back when I was coming out of college, my parents actually wanted me to go to school for accounting. They wanted me to get my master's degree, and I was gonna go do it. And then at the last second, I decided not to do it. And Dad, what do you think, man? You think I was crazy?
I thought you were out of your mind. To be blunt, you were nuts.
I was like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm gonna figure this out. I wanna do something with online business. The point is, man, you always get to think twice before accepting what the majority believes to be true. And so if society thinks you should get married after a couple of years, that's what people tell you, think twice, like, is that what I really want? If society tells you, oh, you can't just approach that girl at the bar and get her attracted. You need to make more money. You need to, like, do this, this, and this. Oh, you can't just take a girl home on the first date. That's not a gentlemanly thing to do. Fuck that, bro. You gotta ask yourself what you really want in your life. Block all the haters out, take initiative, and make it happen. And that is especially true when it comes to your dating life. Otherwise, you're gonna be that divorced 28-year-old dude. Your ex-wife has half your shit. You're gonna be wondering what the hell happened.
Your ex-wife's got all your shit. Never mind half your shit.
He got married twice, so he knows all about that.
I got married 3 times.
3 times. The last one, my mom, he married her twice.
The first 2, the ex-wife's got everything.
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 It's time for the moment of truth. We get to see if the tailored suit fits or if we need to retailor it somehow and get it ready before the wedding.
What do you mean you gotta get?
We already got the suit. We already paid for it. My son's suit is in the wedding party.
Where's the suit?
You guys got it.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
You guys got the suit. My daughter's getting married September 14th.
That changes the whole thing. It's a wedding party then.
That's a nice camera.
You want a little bit more tapered at the bottom like they're wearing them?
So it's a little bit more like fitted to my leg.
A little bit more narrow at the bottom.
Yeah, it's fine. So a bit of a miscalculation. I thought I was gonna be going in, trying on a tailored suit. Turns out it was just a marked up suit, and they're gonna tailor it by Friday, so I gotta go in by Friday and go pick it up.
Talking about blue skies, talking about sunshine, driving with the top down, feeling free, talking about you and me, talking about.
So a lot of times we'll see guys in these relationships with girls that might not be as beautiful as they'd like them to be, or maybe they don't match up really well in terms of personality. They'll be in these relationships for a long time, maybe forever, just because it feels comfortable, even though they know that maybe they could be doing a little bit better, or maybe they could be a little bit happier with a different girl if they actually put themselves out there and tried for it. I'm guessing you probably have a friend like this, or hey, maybe it's you. Now here's the thing, man. If you don't know what you want, then anything will do. That's how these guys wind up in these like convenient relationships with these types of girls, wishing that they had something better. And some guys even waste years and years of their lives like this, and it's a huge mistake. So how do you avoid it? Well, you gotta learn to set standards. And there's really 3 key pieces to having standards. It's obviously physical, like the girl's looks. It's personality-wise, you know, some of her qualities and her values, as well as logistics, right? You can meet an awesome girl, she matches up all your standards, but if she lives 3 hours away or she lives in another country, it's gonna be really annoying to go see her, so that has to play into it as well. Your standards don't have to be super rigid, like, this girl, she has to be 5'3" and 85 pounds or I'm not gonna talk to her. Don't do that shit. What they can do instead is give you a range of women that you'd be happy to date. So yeah, if you haven't spent some conscious thought thinking about what you will and won't accept from a girl, especially in those 3 areas that we just talked about, do so now. Like, do so in the next day. Sit down, think about it, and that way you're not gonna wind up in one of these awful relationships with girls that you don't need to be with.
Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing, I needed some personal time. Fuck all the pictures, dimensions, I don't what you digits, I mean it, I'm staying inside.
See, your ego can make you too proud to ask for help. It can also make you too proud to actually go out and try to work on your approaches and try to work on your confidence, because you might fail. And your ego probably can't take that. What you need to do is kill your ego and surrender to the fact that it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to fail, and it's okay to get some good advice. Now, if you're tired of letting your ego win and you're ready to get some help to start crushing it with your dating life, then bro, I got you. Check out this playlist right here. It's gonna show you exactly how to go out there and start conversations with girls. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right here, homie.